Yes, hello, hello. Am I audible? Am I audible? Can someone please confirm me if I'm audible? Is my voice audible and the video clear? ஒருத்தங்க மட்டும் confirm பண்ணீங்கன்னா I'll start the class. Okay, so நான் என்ன பேசிட்டு இருந்தேன்னா I was discussing about competition. There are two important types of competition. ஒன்னு வந்து intra-specific competition, இன்னொன்னு வந்து inter-specific competition. Intra-specific, it's clear? Okay, thank you, thank you. Intra-specific na என்ன பசங்களா? Intra-specific is nothing but competition between same individuals belonging to the same species, like competition between man. That is an intra-specific competition. Inter-specific na, it is competition between two different organisms is called as inter-specific competition. Okay. புரியல, closed one na புரியல எனக்கு. Okay. So what are we trying to understand here? It is a struggle between two or more organisms for obtaining various requirements for their survival is what we call it as competition. பசங்களா இங்க ரொம்ப நல்ல இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கான ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. This is your flamingo, this is your fishes. Okay, so the fishes and flamingo will compete with each other. Closed species na intra, yes. No, ஒரே species, closed species கூட இல்ல, ஒரே species na intra. Organisms belonging to the same species is intra. Okay, now you can see the competition between these two, that is between your flamingo and fish for zooplanktons. இது எந்த மாதிரியான competition? இது intraspecific interspecific? Can anyone tell me the competition between the fishes and flamingo for zooplankton? What kind of competition it is? Is it intraspecific or interspecific? It is absolutely interspecific competition பசங்களா. Okay, இந்த competitionனால என்ன ஆகும்? யாருக்காவது பெனிஃபிட் இருக்கா? ரெண்டு ஆர்கானிசம்க்கும் இது நெகட்டிவ் இன்டராக்ஷன் தான். அதுதான் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம். ஒரு காஸ்ன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு சயின்டிஸ்ட் இருந்தார். He proposed competition exclusion principle. Competition exclusion principle னா என்ன பசங்களா? இப்போ ரெண்டு பேர் ஒரே ரிசோர்ஸ்க்கு கம்பீட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அது ஒருத்தங்க மட்டும் தான் வின் பண்ண முடியும். The other person will be excluded out and they cannot coexist together. பாருங்க, ஆல் இந்தியா ரேங்க் 1 ஒருத்தங்க மட்டும் தான் வாங்க முடியும். அதே மார்க் வாங்குனவங்க இன்னொருத்தங்க வாங்கலாம். பட் ஒருத்தங்களுக்கு மட்டும் தான் அந்த ரேங்க் 1. Same thing here. Okay, so no two organisms which share the similar resources can coexist with each other. That is what we call it as competition exclusion principle. So the organism which is having more என்ன சொல்றது adaptable character, more reproducing capacity, they will be present in that particular region and the others will be excluded out. அதுதான் competition exclusion principle ன்னு சொல்றோம். It was proposed by Gauss. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம். ஓகே, ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்றேன். I think all of you know about Galapagos Island. என்னப்பா இந்த Galapagos Islandனா என்னப்பா? It was an island which was explored by Charles Darwin. Okay, so in the islandல there was a particular type of tortoise. ஒரு tortoise இருந்துச்சு. அந்த tortoise பேரு Abingdon tortoise. Okay, now there were a new species of goat which invaded that particular region, that particular Galapagos area. Okay, அப்ப என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா slowly the tortoise population started declining. Now the goat was more powerful. The goat had more access to grass. Okay, so the goat ate all the grass, whereas the tortoise did not get enough food and its population started declining. அததான் நம்ம வந்து competition exclusion principle ன்னு சொல்றோம் பசங்களா. Very very important. It is called Gauss competition exclusion principle. Okay, இது ஒரு வே. இன்னொரு வே என்னப்பா? resource partitioning. Okay, இதுக்கு ஒரு analogy சொல்றேன். ஒரு இடம் இருக்கு, அந்த இடத்துக்காக the siblings are fighting, brother sister they are having a dispute. So என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அந்த இடத்தை சரி சமமா பிரிச்சுப்பாங்க. கரெக்ட்டா? The same thing is happening when there is a mutual agreement. இது வந்து peace ன்னு கூட சொல்றான். So all the organisms, you also survive, I will also survive. You also eat, I will also eat. That is what we call it as resource partitioning pasangla. The species facing competition might evolve a mechanism that promotes coexistence. உங்க competition exclusion principle coexistence என்ற பேச்சுக்கே அர்த்தம் இல்லை. Here, the organisms can coexist because they come to a mutual understanding. You use this part, I use this part. Okay, that's very, very, very important. Okay, if two species compete for the same resource, they could avoid competition. Okay, by choosing. For instance, இப்போ ரெண்டு பேரும் ஒரே ரிசோர்ஸ்க்கு கம்பீட் பண்றாங்க. They can avoid mutual. சரி, நான் காலையில யூஸ் பண்றேன், நீ நைட் யூஸ் பண்ணு. இந்த சிப்லிங்ஸ்குள்ள நடக்கும்ல, நீ டிவி காலையில பாரு, நான் டிவி ஈவினிங் பார்க்கறேன்னு. That is what we call it as resource partitioning. Okay, and who basically proposed this resource partitioning? It was MacArthur. Okay, யார் ப்ரொபோஸ் பண்ணா? MacArthur. Competition exclusion principle யார் ப்ரொபோஸ் பண்ணா? It was Gauss. Okay, it shows that closely related birds பத்தி படிச்சாங்க. Warblers ன்றது இதுதான். Okay, all these warblers, they coexisted on the same tree. எப்படி மேம் இத்தனை ஸ்பீசிஸ் ஒரே ட்ரீல இருக்க முடியுது? Because they choose different parts of their trees for their feeding. Okay, so this bird chose this region, this bird chose this region, this bird chose this region, and this bird chose this region. So what are they doing? They are partitioning the resource, they are dividing the resource. So interesting it is. ஆமாவா இல்லையா பசங்களா? Human beings நடக்குது okay, but you can see in birds how they are coexisting with each other with the help of resource partitioning. Okay, clear பசங்களா? Can we continue? Now let's move on to parasitism. ரொம்ப interesting ஆன விஷயம். Parasitism னா என்ன? It is a negative positive interaction. Who is negatively affected? The host. Who is positively affected? The parasite. Okay, so there are two kinds of parasite. Can anyone tell me what are the two important types of parasite? Ectoparasite and yes, hi Haripriya, hi, good evening, how are you? So ரெண்டு விதமான parasite இருக்கு. ஒன்னு வந்து ectoparasite, இன்னொரு வந்து endoparasite. Ectona நம்ம உடம்புக்கு வெளியே இருக்க parasite. It lives outside the body of the host. Endona நம்ம உடம்புக்கு உள்ள இருக்க parasite தான் நம்ம வந்து endoparasite ன்னு சொல்றோம் பசங்களா. So what is this parasite doing inside the host? அந்த parasite வந்து ரொம்ப சோம்பேறி. It will not have its own food. Okay, it cannot even do anything. Okay, so it will take the nutrition from the host, it will take the help for reproduction from the host. So everything it takes help from your host. Okay, so that's very, very, very important. நம்ம human liver fluke ன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு parasite இருக்கு. Okay, then you have what is it? Tapeworm, roundworm. Okay, they are all some of the parasites. Lice, okay, leech, they are all some of the parasites. The malarial parasite எது பசங்களா? Plasmodium vivax. It needs a vector to spread. See, mosquito is not a parasite. Mosquito is just a vector. அது வந்து ஒரு ஆர்கானிசம்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு ஆர்கானிசம்க்கு அந்த டிசீஸ் ஸ்ப்ரெட் பண்ணுது. Okay, now let's talk about ectoparasite, endoparasite, which I already discussed. Ectoparasite, the parasite which lives outside the body of the host. Endoparasite, which lives inside the body of the host. Leech, அட்டைப்பூச்சின்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல தமிழ்ல. I think all of you would have heard about it. What does it do? It's a blood sucking parasite. It sucks the blood of the host. Okay, then very, very important, lice and ticks on the dog. And there is a parasitic plant also பசங்களா, cuscuta. இந்த cuscutaன்றது ஒரு parasitic plant. Okay, so where does it live? It lives on the branches of higher plants. Okay, hedge plants மேல இருக்கும். It takes the nutrition from the hedge plants. புரிஞ்சுதா பசங்களா? So this is about ecto and endoparasite. So this is your endoparasite, this is your aspirants. Where do they live? They live everywhere. Liver, kidney, lungs, RBC. Okay, the life cycle of the endoparasite are more complex and they are என்ன ரொம்ப harm பண்ணுவாங்க. Okay, they harm your body very much. Yeah, brood parasitism. இது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? Brood parasitism னா என்ன? Can anyone tell me what do you understand by brood parasitism? What is brood parasitism பசங்களா? இந்த குக்கூவோட எக்கும் க்ரோவோட எக்கும் ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்கும். Okay, so what this cuckoo does, it goes and lays egg in crow's nest. Okay, and the crow thinks it as its own egg, it hatches it incubates it, ஆனா அந்த egg வந்து develop ஆகி வரும்போது it will turn out to be a cuckoo, right? So that is what we call it as brood parasitism. Okay, the eggs of the parasitic bird have evolved to resemble the host egg in size and color to reduce the chances of the host bird detecting the foreign egg and ejecting them from their nest. Yes, cuckoo and crow. ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம். They can ask you brood parasitism is seen in dash. It is a way of laying eggs. The parasitic bird goes and lays egg in the host bird's nest. Okay, interesting information. Now, commensalism. Ma'am, commensalism na enna ma'am? It is a positive zero interaction. One organism is positively affected, another organism is neither affected nor harmed. Adha nama vandu commensalism nu solrom. Okay, example. An orchid as an epiphyte, examples are very important, grows as an epiphyte on the mango branch. Idu vandu oru mango tree, and the mango tree mela orchid valarudhu. Okay, so this orchid is positively affected. Okay, whereas this mango is neither affected nor harmed. The mango kadalanda affected illa, it is neither harmed. Okay, then cattle ergot and grazing cattle. In the cattle mela kutti or poochi irukum, that is what we call as cattle ergot. Okay, here the ergot gets food from the cattle, but the cattle is neither benefited nor harmed. Then clownfish and sea anemone. In the clownfish, in the Nemo padathla varola, that is your clownfish. Okay, so this clownfish goes and hides inside the sea anemone to protect it from its predator. Okay, so here the clownfish is positively affected, whereas the sea anemone is neither affected nor harmed. Okay, then you have this, you have your sea whale. Okay, on sea whale you had certain other organisms living. So these are all very important things. Okay, then mutualism. Mutualism na enna? Both the organisms are positively affected. Rendu perume positive affect agradha ungaloda mutualism. Okay, I benefit you, you benefit me. That is what we call it as mutualism. So first you have lichens. Okay, so what is this lichen? Lichen is a symbiotic association between a fungi and an algae. Okay, and the algae ku fungi ku irukka symbiotic relationship da nama vandu lichen nu solrom. Okay, then mycorrhiza. This mycorrhiza is a fungi that lives in the roots of the higher plant. Higher plants oda roots la vandu இந்த mycorrhiza irukum. Okay, yes, lichen is a pollution indicator. It indicates sulfur dioxide pollution. So engala sulfur dioxide pollution irukum anga vandu இந்த lichens valaradu. Yes, absolutely correct. Okay, so the fungi help the plant in the absorption. In the mycorrhiza enna pannona, it is going to help in the absorption of essential nutrients from the soil. Then we have rhizobium. Can anyone tell me where does this rhizobium live? Where does rhizobium stay? This rhizobium lives in the root nodules of leguminous plant. Okay, they are all some of the examples of mutualism. Both idu vandu nama symbiotic relationship nu kuda solrom. Okay, mutualism or symbiotic relationship. Yes. Okay, they help in fixing nitrogen, not oxygen. Okay, atmospheric nitrogen fix pandradhukku this rhizobium is going to help. It is present in the roots of leguminous plant. Okay, so this is your lichen and this is your mycorrhiza. Okay, yes. So you have the relationship between a flower and a bird, or a flower and an insect, pollinator, flower and pollinator relationship. That is also an example for mutualism. Okay, so plant offers reward or fees in the form of pollen and nectar for pollinators and juicy nutritious food for seed dispersers. Okay, so it's a mutualistic thing. So the insect gets food, okay, and the flower gets pollinated. Very simple. Okay, next, a specific fig species can be pollinated only by its partner wasp species and no other species. Or a fig species irukku, and the fig species can be pollinated only by this wasp. No other organism or no other insect can pollinate this fig species. Okay, the female wasp use the fruit not only as an oviposition site but uses the developing seed within the fruit for nourishing. Okay, inga irukku parunga. That is what is happening. So these are all some of the examples of mutualism. Okay, yes. So this is the one that is given in your textbook. So what is happening here? It's a mutual relationship between a fig tree and wasp. The fig flower is pollinated by wasp, and wasp is laying egg in a fruit in the fig fruit. So both of them are mutually benefited. So this is your mutualism, pasanga. Okay, so now let's get into your PYQs. Let me see how many of you will be able to answer it. This is your 2023 PYQ. பார்க்கலாம் எத்தனை பேர் கரெக்டா சொல்றீங்கன்னு. I think it's clear. Okay. So mutualism na enna, commensalism na enna, amensalism na enna, parasitism na enna. It comes directly from your NCERT. What is the answer? So mutualism is what kind of interaction? Positive interaction. So A is 4. So I will delete this option. Okay. Then commensalism is what kind of interaction? Positive, 0 interaction. So B is 1. Okay. Then C. Amensalism is what kind of interaction? It is negative, 0 interaction. Parasitism is what kind of interaction? One is positive, other one is negative. So the right answer is option B. Okay, super. You know this, you get 4 marks. It's that simple. Okay, yes. Next, let me see this. This was also in 2023. What kind of interaction is happening here? Can anyone tell me? A leopard and a lion in a forest or grassland, a cuckoo laying eggs in crow's nest, fungi and root of higher plant in mycorrhiza, a cattle egret and a cattle in a field. What is the answer for this? So, first of all, a cuckoo laying egg in crow's nest is brood parasitism. So, B is 2. So, in the end option, right? So, fungi and root of higher plant in mycorrhiza, it is a kind of mutualism. So, C is 3. So, the right answer is this. A is 1. Okay. What is the right answer? Yes, option A is the right answer. Okay. புரிஞ்சுதா பசங்களா? So based on population interaction you can be asked n number of questions. Okay, நிறைய விதத்துல questions கேட்டுட்டே போலாம். Very good Janice, very good Saloni, very good Jagan, very nice. Okay, now tell this. Logistic growth, exponential growth, expanding age pyramid, stable age pyramid group. It's easy. Yeah, it's very easy. That's what I told you. And they're all PYQs. Logistic na enapa? What do you mean by logistic? Limited resource availability. Exponential means what? Unlimited resource availability. Okay. Then expanding population means what? The percentage of pre-reproductive and reproductive is either complete equal. So this D is 4, C is 3. So what is the right answer? The right answer is A. Okay, very easy question. Next. This is a big question, right? 2023 statement based question. Gauss exclusion principle states that two closely related individuals competing for the same resources cannot coexist indefinitely, and competitively inferior one will be eliminated eventually. This is absolutely true. This is what is your competition exclusion principle. Okay, statement 2. In general, carnivores are more adversely affected by competition than herbivores. Is it true? Is this true, pasangla? This is not true. Rendu perum equal ah da affect avanga. Okay, so what is the right answer? Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is false. Okay, the answer for this is option C. Next question. Which one of the following statement cannot be connected to predation? So predation related எது வந்து தப்புன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Okay, so it might lead to the extinction of species. Yes, it can lead to. Both the interacting species are negatively impacted. It is necessitated by the nature to maintain the ecological balance. This is also correct. It helps in maintaining species diversity in a community. This is also correct. So எது வந்து தப்பான statement இதுல? It is option C. Okay, very easy question. Every year 4 questions come from this particular topic. Okay, so let's see the next question. Identify the incorrect statement related to pollination. Pollination related ஆன incorrect statement சொல்லுங்கன்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க. Pollination by wind is more common amongst abiotic pollination. Absolutely correct. Okay, flowers produce foul odors to attract flies and beetles to get pollinated. Yes, correct. Okay, moths and butterflies are the most dominant pollinating agent amongst insects. Pollination by water is quite rare in flowering plants. இதுல எது வந்து தப்புன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. What is the wrong answer here? Pollination by water is quite rare in flowering plants. Moths and butterflies are the most dominant pollinating agent among insects. This is actually wrong. Others all are correct. Okay, so let's go to the next question. While explaining interspecific interaction of population, plus is assigned for benefit, okay, and minus is assigned for determinal interaction. 0 is for neutral interaction. Which of the following interaction has a plus minus? Plus and minus. இது நாலுல எதுல வந்து which of the following interaction can be assigned plus for one species and minus for other species involved in the competition? Very good. Predation. So, aspirants enna? It is minus 0. Commensalism enna? Plus 0. Competition enna? Minus minus. Predation enna? Plus minus. Okay, so that's how they have asked this question. Next. Natural selection, where more individuals acquire specific character value other than the mean character value, leads to. This selection we have not done, I think. Sorry, this is from evolution. Okay, this is not from this topic. Yeah. Next, in spite of interspecific competition in nature, which mechanism the competing species might have evolved for their survival? Competing species la ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது ஒரு character இருக்கு that has avoided competition and coexistence. Which of this? Mutualism, predation, resource partitioning, competitive release. இது நாலுல which is the one which is helping in survival? Very easy. Resource partitioning, right? Yes, between the competing organisms, the resources are basically enna solradhu they are partitioned. Okay, yeah, tell me, aspirants can be represented as, it's as easy question it can be. Okay, yeah, aspirants is ippa sonna konja nerathukku munnadi I told this answer. Aspirants is a minus 0 interaction. Yes, minus 0. Yes. So, option C. Next, in exponential growth, Nt is equal to N0 into e to the power Rt. What does E represent? I told you there is a question. E represents the base of natural logarithm. Geometric logarithm kadayadu, number logarithm kadayadu, exponential logarithm kadayadu. The right answer is the base of natural logarithm. That is option A. Okay, so that is 2021. Now we have 2021 la innor question irukku. This is related to adaptation. A person goes to high altitude and experiences altitude sickness with symptoms like difficulty in breathing and heart palpitation. Due to low atmospheric pressure at high altitude, the body does not get enough oxygen. In the light of the above statement, choose the correct answer from the options given below. Both are true, right? So, ஏன் வந்து altitude sickness நம்ம experience பண்றோம்? Why do we experience altitude sickness? Because there is less atmospheric pressure. Less atmospheric pressure means less oxygen. So, the right answer is option B. Option A கிடையாது. Option B. A is true. ஒரு நிமிஷம். Yeah, both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. That is the right answer. It is option C. Okay. Next. Which of the following is not an attribute for population? எது வந்து attribute ஓட population ஓட attribute கிடையாது? Mortality, species interaction, sex ratio, natality. இது மூணுல எது வந்து population attribute கிடையாது பசங்களா? It is your species interaction, mortality, sex ratio, natality and age pyramids. These are the 4 attributes of your population. So the right answer is option B for this. Okay. Next. Carnivorous animals, lions and leopards occupy the same niche, but lions predate mostly large animals and leopards take small ones. The mechanism of competition is referred to as. Lion ஒரு predator தான், leopard ஒரு predator தான். Lion will eat large animal whereas leopard will eat small animals. They are asking you the reason. Why? Character displacement, altruism, resource partitioning, competitive exclusion. What is the answer? Resource partitioning. They are partitioning the resource. You eat large animal, I will eat small animal. So the answer is option C here. Okay. So between which among the following the relationship is not an example for commensalism? இந்த 4ல commensalism yes, C is the answer. Yes, 16th question, C is the answer. Out of these 4, which of the following is not an example for commensalism? Orchid and the tree on which it grows, yes, it is an example. Cattle, egret and grazing cattle, yes, it is an example. Female wasp and fig species, it is an example. This is not an example of commensalism ketirukanga. What is the answer? What is this then? Okay, what is this? This is a kind of mutualism. So in the moonume commensalism. Option D is mutualism. Okay? Yes. Natality refers to எவ்வளோ ஈஸியாக கேட்டிருக்காங்க அப்போ வர பாருங்க question. Natality refers to B. Option B, birth rate. Okay? In a growing population of a country, pre-reproductive individuals are more than the reproductive individual. Reproductive individuals are less than the post-reproductive individual. Reproductive and pre-reproductive individuals are equal in number. Pre-reproductive individuals are lesser than the reproductive individual. What is the answer? Growing na enna? It is expanding. Growing means it is your expanding population. So what is the right statement? No, it is not C. Can you think a little bit? Expanding na enna nadakudhu? Pre-reproductive people are more. The base is longer like this. Then you have things like this. So the answer is option A. The pre-reproductive individual are more than the reproductive individual. That's the sariyana answer. Okay? Yes. Mycorrhiza are the example. Evlo PYQs irukku. It's okay. It's okay. Mycorrhiza are an example for ammensalism, antibiosis, mutualism, fungistasis. What is the answer? Mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is a very good example of mutualism. Very good, Srinidhi, very good. Okay, if plus is assigned to a beneficial interaction, minus is assigned, this is a repeated question. This question appeal solve panno, right? So what indicates a plus and minus interaction? Positive, negative interaction edu? Mutualism, ammensalism, commensalism, parasitism. It is parasitism. They have just changed the option. Anga predation kuduthiranga, inga parasitism kuduthirukanga. Avladha pasangala. Okay? Yes. So that's about today's session. Very good, very good. So almost or 15-16 PYQs solve பண்ணிருப்போம் இன்னைக்கு டாபிக்ல இருந்து மட்டும். And remember, there is only population and population interaction for your NEET exam. Okay, so if you guys have any doubt, please do let me know. I will try to clear it. ஏதாச்சும் டவுட் இருந்தா சொல்லுங்க. புரிஞ்சதா இந்த சாப்டர்? ரொம்ப ஈஸி. Okay, you can do it on yourself. Okay, it's that easy chapter. Only thing is you need to know what is important and what you should concentrate more on and where they will ask more questions. That is very, very, very important. Okay, pasangla. Is there any doubts, pasangla? Thank you, Srinidhi. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And in the notes, you can get it downloaded from the link that is given in the description. So let's meet tomorrow. So நாளைக்கு வந்து anatomy in flowering plants முடிச்சிடலாம். ஒரு சின்ன topic இருக்கு. That is anatomy of root, leaf, and stem. We will do it tomorrow. Thank you. Question number 5. One second. So this is question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This question, is it this question, Jagan? Which one of the following statements cannot be connected to predation? Are you talking about this question? Okay, fine. Which one of the following statements cannot be connected to predation? Okay, predation ku vandu edu vandu it is not connected in ketirukanga. It might lead to extinction of a species. Yes, this is correct. Okay, both the interacting species are negatively impacted. Kadayadu, correct? So predation la vandu oru organism positive ah irukku, இன்னொரு organism vandu negative ah affect ஆகுது. The predator is positively affected and the prey is negatively affected. So this statement is wrong. Statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is wrong. Let's see the third statement. It is necessitated by the nature to maintain the ecological balance. Kandipa, I told you what will happen if there are more deers and there are no predators. The deer will eat all the grass and there will be no balance. So this is absolutely correct. Okay, it helps in maintaining the species diversity in a community. This is also correct. Okay, so what is the right answer? It is this. Purinjada? Did you get it? Did you get it, Jagan? The answer is option B. Clear? Yes, predator is benefited, prey is not benefited, prey is affected. No, I said answer B only. You can check it. I told answer is B. I will also check it again. Okay, fine. Okay, Pasangla. Thank you so much. We shall meet in yet another video tomorrow. Okay? Yes, I will check.